Hi everyone, welcome to Online Insights. We are talking about our second Sunday Classics performance. This is going to be a wonderful performance of mostly early music, great Baroque music, one work by a 20th century composer that harkens back to an earlier time, and an incredible choral component as well. I'm very excited to tell you about the guest conductor who is going to be conducting this concert. He is a dear friend of mine and one of the most prominent choral conductors in the nation today. His name is Hugh Floyd. Hugh is a graduate of Furman University in South Carolina and the Eastman School of Music. I'm grinning because those are the two schools that I attended as well. He finished a little bit before me, but for quite a while when we were younger, I felt like I was following in Hugh's tracks. Hugh really became a trailblazer in the choral world. He led the Charlotte Oratorio Society for quite a while in North Carolina. He then went to Interlochen in Michigan and was head of choral activities there for a very long time. His next stop was the famed Oberlin Conservatory of Music, and finally, just 2 years ago, he went back to where he began, to Furman University, a school that has a grand choral tradition. So happy that Hugh could come and conduct this concert as the concert finishes with the Bach cantata Sleeper's Wake, and you will get to enjoy that masterful choral conducting of Hugh's. The concert opens with a work by a composer who lived and wrote primarily in the 20th century, Ottorino Respighi, great Italian composer. You know that name probably most because of his work called The Pines of Rome. We've done The Pines of Rome here in the past few years. This time we are performing Respighi's Ancient Airs and Dances, Suite Number 1. He wrote 3 of these suites, and they are all based on early Baroque or even late Renaissance themes and compositions. It's a brilliant, effervescent, bright, powerful work to open the concert. The second piece on the concert is by Bieber. No, it is not by Justin Bieber. It is by a great Bohemian composer of the Baroque era named Heinz Ignaz Franz von Bieber. Try and say that 3 times fast. Bieber was a great Baroque composer. He actually was well known for writing in scordatura form. Scordatura is when a string instrument actually has to retune their instrument, usually tuning it down to play a different set of notes than they would have been able to play otherwise. And he wrote a lot of pieces in this scordatura style. Battaglia, this work, is, as the name implies, representing a battle, and the strings do things which may seem normal in the 21st century but were earth-shattering in the 17th century. They actually play quite a lot collegno. Collegno means to play with the wood. If you've seen a bow for a string instrument, you know that one side is made of wood, but the side that actually scrapes across the strings is horsehair. Other products are used these days as well, but very often still horsehair that's coated with rosin, and that pull across the string makes the beautiful sound. Collegno is when you actually take the bow, turn the horsehair away, and strike the instrument with the wood, and it makes this wooden marching battle sound. So listen for this great effect, which I say again would have been earth-shattering in the 16th and 17th century. After that, a work by Arcangelo Corelli. Corelli, one of the greatest of Baroque composers, I would say eclipsed in name recognition only by Vivaldi, Bach, and Handel. And Corelli wrote many concerti grossi. Grossi means large. He would write these large works for string orchestras, and the one we're playing for you is the number 6. It is most well known as the Christmas Concerto. It's a beautiful work, and you will hear the holiday feeling and the sacred nature of this, especially as it moves to the pastoral ending. As I said earlier in this online insight, the concert ends with one of the most beloved choral works we have in the repertory. It's a cantata by Bach. Now, Johann Sebastian Bach wrote well over 200 cantatas. These are great works which move through the liturgy of a church service and provide appropriate music at certain times in the Lutheran service. This cantata, number 140, is by far his most famous cantata, and mostly for the middle movement, which is called Zion Hears the Watchman Calling. Now, if you don't know this title, I wager you would know the theme that you hear the strings play just before the men of the chorus sing those words. The theme is Bum ba da dum ba dum dee dum dee da dum dee dum. Isn't that beautiful? See you at the concert.